It's on, but it might be too low. Because I do have some on, and it's showing that it is playing it, so I think it's just that it's too low on the main menu. Um, Let me see. I might be able to adjust it. I don't want to make it too loud because then it's going to be really loud in game later. It was fine on my test recording, but okay. So, we'll be starting in a little moment here. I'm just making sure everything's fine on my end. I'm also gonna harass my twin because my twin loves, well, some parts of this game. So, while we're waiting until I'm prepared to suffer through this, I'm gonna go over a couple of things. So, we're gonna be playing a game called Lobotomy Corporation, which is from a company named Project Moon. They have several games all in the same universe, and this was their first one, I believe. Um, a lot of people, I think, played their latest one, which is called Limbus Company, which is a gotcha game. But apparently it's really good. I haven't tried it myself much, so I don't know. But Lobotomy Corporation is an older game. It has some issues. um, so we will be playing with some mods. Most of them are quality of life, and also to help a bit with avoiding having to grind a lot. I might still grind some off stream, just because this is a game where stats are important. But hopefully, some of the mods I've installed will help to ensure we don't get stuck having to grind for like an hour and a half, because that's not super interesting to watch. It's not super engaging to play either, even though I love this game. But this is a pretty difficult game. That's kind of what it's known a little bit for. I think the same goes for some of their other games. But this game in particular can be very unforgiving. And honestly, that's part of the charm for me. This is a game where you are recommended and it's encouraged to start over, especially if you want to 100% it, because there is an ending that you need to 100% the game for. I don't know if I'll be going for that on stream because it's very time consuming to get the 100%. Um, but potentially I might grind for 100% after we finish the main story once, and I'll grind off stream for the 100% and then show it off later. Maybe. We'll see. Because fun fact, I haven't actually beaten this game. So we're gonna jump over here, and then I'm gonna make sure that the game is actually displaying. There we go. So this is the main screen of the game, and it's not super easy to see. Also, you can't see my mouse, I don't think. Wait, now you can see it. But up here in this corner, it says that I have a mod. A couple of the mods are in here. Um, I believe there's also a mod menu, but I don't know how to get it open, so we have a couple of mods. We have mods that basically optimize some of the glitches and a very big memory leak problem. We also have some mods that make it easier to tell how much we've grinded. Uh, it'll tell us a lot more about like percentages for how successful we're going to be at stuff, etc. We also have one for permanent agents, because in this game you make little agent nuggets, they're called. um, I don't know if I don't remember if it's actually the game stating they're called nuggets, but that's what everyone who plays the games call them. They're nuggets. So you have a bunch of different nuggets, and every time you start over from day one, or you use another mechanic in the game, we'll go over later, you lose all the agents that you have um, prior to that point, basically, sort of. So, in that regard, I have a mod that lets me basically keep them so they'll stay the same level, the same gear. But if I have to start over on day one for grinding purposes, or if we get stuck really badly, I will still be able to have those agents. And if you check, this might not be super active for a lot of people. Depends on who's watching and stuff. But I did put in a option to submit a nugget, and then if people want, who are watching, they can have me add a nugget of their own design. Now, either you can look up all the features and stuff for the nuggets online. I believe there's a YouTube video that has all of them, and either that, or you can just give me a general description, and I'll sort of go with what I think you want. But we do have some nuggets that are guaranteed, because I'm gonna make myself as the first nugget, obviously. And I've also promised my twin to use the nugget that I have on my casual save. Now I have currently a day 37 run. You can't see it well because I'm in the way, but we are going to be clicking this brain here to completely remove all data and start fresh. So we won't have any research, nothing. So I have my safety saved in a different location, so I do have it. But we're gonna do this for the best sort of way, because once you've done missions and stuff in the story, they will not show again even if you start over. So this is so that we can get the full story without me having to go into this little story menu here all the time. So that's why we're starting over. Also, as you can see, I got a little burb over here. That's one of the burbs in this game. It's a very lovely bird. I love him. So we're gonna start. We don't need to do the tutorial because I know how to play this game. And we're just gonna start a new game. So the way the game goes is that pretty much every day you will be choosing a box with a monster in it. It'll give you sort of not really a hint, but it'll give you a little bit of a vibe check on it depending on what the text says. So for our first one, where we only can pick one, it feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. That's all we know about this. Hello, X. I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary. My role as an AI is to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace, so please have no worry in speaking with me or asking any questions. It's quite rare for an AI to have a name. I was born from one of the wings of the world. It signifies that I am one of the best to exist in this age. Ah, I know what you must be thinking. Your eyes show you that you think I look too human to be an AI, am I wrong? However, there's a great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go wherever I please, like you do. I may be able to operate the systems of this corporation, or open a door, or prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I cannot take a step outside of this building to bask in the sunlight, or feel the gentle breeze. Now, in regards to my appearance, as you can see, the color of my hair is that of the morning sky after a light shower. The tone and shape of my voice is taken from the wisest person in the world. Lastly, my face is picturesque, of the person who had the most beautiful smile. Don't worry, that was a joke. There can be no such person on this earth. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of people possible in mind. If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I am working as intended. Moving on, artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to humans in terms of multitasking. I am the best in a majority of work fields. I am able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. I'm certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. It's such a shame. Well, enough with introductions. Is there anything that you would like to know? Could you inform me about the company? This is not a bad thing to ask about. Let me put it this way. Your world is constantly growing, and the demand for energy is exponentially increasing as technologies advance. All conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world further. In search of a solution, we happened to stumble upon mysterious beings whom we dubbed abnormalities. Then, we figured out that energy could be harvested from these abnormalities via a special method. To isolate them in a controlled environment and then to harvest energy from them. Our corporation became one of the wings of the world for this discovery that benefits humanity in two ways. Once you are fully placed into the role as the manager, you will be able to access all current information on the abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings well to be successful in your position. No pressure. For now, the encyclopedia's pages lay blank, but it will be filled out little by little. Don't concern yourself too much with it. It is the task of your subordinates to pen it. You've joined the company at an opportune moment, by the way. Lobotomy Corporation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting processes. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Speaking of which, there was a new update to the system right before you arrived. That means the working conditions have been improved upon compared to those of your predecessors. Think of it as a small, welcoming gift. Best of luck for us. I was just about to mention you. You don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Oh, pardon my manners, manager. I was talking to one of the other AIs that work here. I should introduce her to you. Our facility is a huge one, and even I would have trouble managing it on my own, so someone determined that there should be an AI to assume head control of each department. If I were to be considered the cerebrum, they would be the cerebellum. Naturally, of course, I should be your most trustworthy and capable companion among all the AIs. Well then, shall we greet her now? Yeah, so that's Angela. We're gonna be seeing a lot of Angela. She's definitely not planning to take over the world, I swear. You can hear rushed footsteps from behind. Manager! I arrived just on time, right? The time is only about 1 minute late. Well, I guess it still counts as on time. Congratulations on joining Lobotomy Corporation, Manager. I do not want to disturb this touching moment, Malkuth, but every second counts in Lobotomy Corp. Please make your introduction as brief as possible and go prepare for the meeting. Seems Miss Angela isn't in a good mood today. You have not missed Best Borb. We are still on the story. But hey, at least the other Sephiroth are looking forward to meeting you. Well, maybe not all of them. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Malkuth. I'm in charge of the control team. Since we're the control team, we have a great deal of responsibility. It's based on the Sephiroth tree, not the Sephiroth. It's fine, it's safe. I'll try my best to help you by improving the basic functions of this facility, Manager. I'm sure you're a bit nervous right now. It takes a bit of time to get used to things around here. I know from experience. But don't worry, I'll be sure to help you. I am, not exactly the best at everything. I used to be a problem Sephiroth, you know? I would sew buttons onto a shirt in the wrong direction, or add salt instead of sugar to food. But still, you can do it, just like I managed to. I'm sure you will succeed, Manager. I'll give you an easy task since it's your first day here. I wish you the best of luck. I can't take it anymore. Manager, you're in there, right? I have to get out of here, please. I know you're capable of it. You're the manager. You're not the same as the rest of us. You can do anything. Why do you want to quit? Don't you like working here in the control team? Every day here is a delight for me. It's so horrible. I can't take it anymore. I'll go insane. Nothing here is normal. Do you really think you can't handle it? Please, I don't want to be here. Let me out of here, please. Manager, even though you're the head of this facility, that employee belongs to my department. So I believe I can take care of this. Let me handle this, please. I'll just let her handle it. Thanks for acknowledging my position. Please don't be alarmed. These kinds of things happen quite often. That's a good sign. Alright, it must be the first time you've seen something like this. Usually Miss Angela or I handle this kind of stuff. It's just a tiny hiccup. Nothing for you to worry about. No, please, manager, please! Alright, mission number 1. You can do this. Manager, please make sure to remember that your primary goal is harvesting energy from the abnormalities. In order to harvest energy, you need to work on them. It is the most basic yet important task we have here at the corporation. Please don't let me down. I know you can do it. So our current goal is to complete 3 work processes with the abnormalities. And now we are going to open the control team and expand it. Hello, manager. Each day you will need to expand 1 department. Are you ready to open up the control department and begin managing abnormalities? Yes. So now we're going to get into nugget creation. So I have some nugget mods, mostly so they let me edit the nuggets for free, because usually it costs. I'll go with memory rep later. So we start with a random nugget here, Eliza. Now, I'm trying to remember. There we go. So, because this is free, I can do this for free. Normally, you would have to pay. I'm gonna see if I can remember what my nugget looks like. So here's like how you edit the nuggets. Like, there's a menu down here. It might be a little bit hard to see it on the stream because it's a bit small. But you can edit front hair, back hair, expressions, and stuff like that. Now, I don't remember what front hair I used. I really should have saved a picture of some of these. I think I used this one, and then I had a long curly hair. This one, there we go. And then what eyes did I use? There's so many eyes. Did I use these? Oh my goodness. I think I used these. And then I can't even see my eyebrows. So never mind. I think I used this mouth as well. So we're gonna rename this one to Ren, because this is me. Now I think the hair on this one is always the same. Yeah, I can make it a little bit brighter. And there we go. So I can edit them for free. Normally you can't do that. You also can't customize them normally after you've already recruited them. But we changed that. So there we are. Now we can hire another nugget. And I don't remember exactly how yours looked, Emmy, I'm gonna be honest. Ooh. I can't guarantee blue eyes, but if there are blue eyes, we will pick blue eyes. Then I'll make Nini first, and then Emmy can maybe get a screenshot of the video of your nugget. That would be great. Okay, let me see. Let me find you some cute things. We're also gonna have a bunch of random nuggets probably, but it's always fun to add a couple of like custom ones, you know? Look at this one. Let me see. Oh god. That one doesn't die super well. try a different front hair. Oh my goodness, that's very pink. Maybe maybe a little less pink than that. Would adding some green help? Like that? I think I kind of like that pink. It's cute. And we'll get some nice back hair for Bab. Now, some of the front hairs dyes a little bit differently than the back hairs. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. That one's kind of cute for some short hair. And then we'll see. We'll go all the way around. I think this is like the closest to blue eyes. They're very wide open. But if that works for you, Bab, we can use them. Awesome. Now, Panic Eyes, Dead Eyes, we're not gonna worry about that, okay? Don't worry about that, why it says that, okay? We're just gonna hire Bab. Or it can freak out and not hire Bab, so I have to do it again. That's fine. Because we have a lob point, so we can do it. Let me find the bangs again, there we go. I think I used this one. It's fine. Oh, there we go. That mouth is actually even cuter. Oh my god, let me hire! Maybe it's because I need to name you first. Is that the problem? No, it's not. What is the problem? I have one lob. Am I not allowed to hire you on the first day? Maybe that's the problem. Give me a second. I will save a screenshot so that I can remake you as soon as we get to day 2 then. Could just be I'm not allowed to hire anyone yet. Even though it says I should be able to. Okay, so this is the game. I'm also pretty sure I used to have different eyes now that I look at it, but here we are. We can edit it anyway. I can edit it off stream too. So this is where the gameplay takes place. Now, I have a mod called More Details, which shows me my exact stats, and the blue ones that you can see, the plus blue, that shows how many stats I've grinded. Basically, when I end the day, if my nugget is still alive and well, I will have those stats added to my total. So basically your XP. Now, this is our first abnormality that we always start with, so I know which job is best on him. I believe it's attachment. We have 4 different job types. Each abnormality have different ones that are better than others, and we can't see it yet, but there will be a work success percentage. We also can't speed up time yet, but we're just gonna head over here and work on this. Now, some of the text is a bit small. It might be hard to read. I apologize. I'm not playing in full screen as well, which... yeah, I'm pretty sure it's attachment on him. So you get these energy boxes here. The more green, the better, because that means you'll have less HP loss. Every time you get a red one, you take some damage, and the damage is different depending on the abnormality. They all do different kinds of damage. So generally you want as many green as possible. So we got a yellow result, which is normal. Sometimes you want yellow results. It depends on the abnormality. Some of them don't care, some of them do. Now if we close down that many, we can see our missions here. And we can have more than one mission at a time, but currently we only have the one. So we're gonna get a couple more in here. Actually, let me double check. Yeah, okay, I'm at full HP. We'll get, we'll unlock stuff like being able to see our health on the bar and stuff later. yes, you start without being able to see your HP bar, except for in menus. But you get a lot of things that you have to get through upgrades. So it's going to be very slow at the start. We'll get speed ups later, as well as we will also get the ability to do a lot of things. Now, we filled up our energy quota for the day. You guys can't see it. It's above here. I can maybe adjust that. If I just... Can I just... Oh, that doesn't look great. Well, you'll just not be able to see the energy quota. I'm sorry, guys. It's not the most interesting. But the bar below it is the Clyfoth meltdown counter. Now, basically every time I do work, this will fill up one tick. And when it fills up to the limit, it'll do a meltdown. And meltdowns are basically... It'll pick random abnormalities, as many as the number is, which is 1 because we only have 1, and it will put a 1-minute timer on them. And within that minute, you have to send someone to work on them, or generally their counter, which is this thing, which we haven't revealed yet for this guy, it will count down. And usually if a abnormalities counter counts down to 0, something bad will happen. Now, we have some of these boxes, which we can use to get some information. We can't get all the information. We almost have all the info. But this is how you research abnormalities. You collect these boxes, and then you unlock. So now we can see the percentages for how successful stuff is. Which means on this menu, we can now see, oh, I have 74% success rate. So on average, I will get about 70% boxes that are positive. And it'll tell you for everything. Normally, this will only say low, high, common, very high. But the detail mod lets you see the actual percentage, which I think is a little bit nicer. It gives you a lot better idea, because not every very high is equal. So we are going to jump into the next day soon, because I want to get the speed ups. But I'm just going to do one more so that we can hopefully max out the research on this guy. To get 100% in this game, you have to max out every single abnormality, including the really, really hard ones. So that's why I'm probably not going to be doing that on stream. So this is what happens when there's a Clyfoth meltdown. So it picked this one, obviously, because we only have one. So it puts the timer, and if it triggers on something you're already working on, the timer will not start ticking down until you can work on it again. So we finished, but the countdown for reworking is not done. Therefore, it's not going to start ticking yet. But now it's going to start ticking. Now I'm going to go work on it one more time, just... Maybe I'll be able to get a weapon or something. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll do it day 2. But just now we have all the work, or all the stuff researched. So then we get all these bonuses. Unlocking stuff like this also will unlock story, like some records about all of them. We are not going to be reading all of these. I might do a stream where I just read some of them, but some of them are really long. So we're not going to be focusing on that, at least not yet. Now, I believe this means we get 10, right? Yeah. So we can buy some equipment, because this is how you grind equipment. Yeah, some of them are really depressing. I should probably put a content warning in general for this game, because it has a lot of heavy topics, but we'll get through it when we get to it. So you get to the end screen, and then you can see here that I leveled up Temperance, which is attachment, and it'll show you like your exact stats leveled up. It'll also tell you your ranking, which is usually based on how many people survived. And it'll also tell you if anyone promoted, if they got stats up enough for that. Now we're gonna proceed, and we finished the mission, so we're gonna continue talking to Malkuth as well. Now we get 3 more choices. People have been committing sins long ago. Why do they commit sins, knowing it's wrong? However, the curse continues eternally, never broken. She was so talkative before, yet in the end, loneliness was the only listener. Now, I'm gonna be real. I don't remember which boxes are which for most of them. There are a couple I'm very good at, but I don't remember all of them. I think I want this one. This might be the bird. I know these are not the bird. I think this one is an old grandma. And I have no idea which one this is, I'm gonna be real. So we're gonna pick this one. And people are free to give suggestions if they want. I will veto one specific abnormality, but hopefully we don't see that one. I might be able to grab the granny later. Alright, so face the fear, build the future. That is the motto of our founder, the one whom we refer to as A. Tell me, if you had to choose one, what part of the motto do you prefer? Face the fear, baby. We are the first humans of this world to discover abnormalities. Of course, with the exclusion of myself, as I do not exactly belong to humanity. How should I put it? We are pioneering an entirely new world and a brand new field of study. The discoveries we have made thus far are merely the tip of the iceberg. Abnormalities have been among us since the beginning. However, we have only just found their essence, their strange nature. We confronted them for the first time, and we faced fear itself. They were fundamentally an incarnation of fear. There was a bit of a confusion last time, wasn't there? Usually, I am in charge of the security of your office. However, it seems that I failed to pay close enough attention to the Sephira meeting room. I heard that a control team employee has resigned from the corporation. Good job. You do know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? I'll take that as a no. I do sometimes miscalculate what information I should deliver to you and what I shouldn't. Some aspects of our company that I considered natural and obvious may come as quite a shock to you. We have a variety of roles here. It's like a well-structured play. Every actor has a role and they must be faithful to their part without any error, synergizing with each other. Now imagine that one of the actors decides to leave the stage because they didn't like the role. The actor should have played their predetermined part at the predetermined timing before making their exit stage left. But to leave the stage without fulfilling their part means that the life of the role and its actor are finished. That is what we mean when we say someone resigns. Great job, manager. You did exactly what I asked of you. I knew you could do it. You'll never guess how much I rooted for you back there. As for me, the day went all right. We covered the joint emergency protocol drill for my team. Not a single dropout or injury. Everyone did a good job. Not to say that it was perfect, though. By the way, manager, have you seen something creepier than the abnormalities? Those entities that wander the facility, unable to be contained? And sometimes they manifest themselves in the corridors. The drills do no good when you encounter them, since we don't have enough data on them, so we always have to stay alert. No matter how meticulous our plan is, we can't control the unknown. Sometimes, when I encounter them, I get a strange feeling. It's not like fear or anything, some other sensation. Strange, isn't it? I feel nauseous, like something within me is palpitating out of control, and it feels like I'm no longer myself. How could I describe it? Like something's wriggling inside of me. Little by little. Your job isn't just to keep the abnormalities in control. You need to make sure they're happy so they'll produce as many PE boxes as they can. Please work hard on this. Everything else should be secondary to that objective. So we need 4 work processes with a good result. We will expand. Can I please get a second nugget now? Or did my mod break it? So now we get to start unlocking stuff. We're gonna start by unlocking the time. Yes, the others are good too, but we really want the time up. Because it's gonna be really slow otherwise. So now, now we're gonna do this again, hopefully for the last time. Now let me zoom in, enhance. Okay. Got, that was 47. 47! And this was 1? This was 165-ish. This was 77-ish. And this was 161-ish. Is it gonna work? Yes! There we go. Okay, we got one. We got one, and now I just gotta do Emmy real quick. I'm gonna need, like, a ton of nuggets, by the way. Like, late game, I think I had over 30. So, we're gonna need some people. You can also upgrade their stats, but we're not gonna focus on that right now because we're early game. So we're gonna do Emmy. Now Emmy had really red hair. I think I just went the reddest that I could on Emmy. Frontier. Let's see if I can find the matching one. Yeah, it should be this one, and then the back here was like 2 pigtails. This one. And then the eyes, well, the eye, because you can only see one. Is it? No, it looked angrier than that one. Maybe I just had angry eyebrows, I don't remember. We'll see, we'll get as close as we can. Yeah, I think I just had angry eyebrows, maybe. Yeah, I think that's the one. I think that's the one, and then I had like this mouth. I think. Does this one look acceptable, Emmy? Oh no, I accidentally clicked off! Damn it! Oh my goodness. It's so picky. I should have just hired it. So I can just re-edit them later. Also, the names are random. There's like a random bunch of them, but this is a Korean game, so some of the names are Korean. That's why it's such a long name. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. Unfortunately, I'm not that good at Korean. Okay, where's the Angie? There's the Angie. And pigtails, which I think is pretty early, right? Yeah. There we go. I'm just gonna hire Emmy. We can edit it later if we need to. It should be acceptable. So now there's 3 of us in this department. Obviously I have higher stats, because you both have... Like, they start with slightly different base stats, which I do think is kind of cute. But now we got our 3 main nuggies. And yeah, we spent all our lob points on that. You get more lob points for doing overtime, basically. There we are. We're so cute. I forgot to equip equipment on myself. And we did get the bird. I was correct. If anything, I'm just gonna, so I can put equipment. So EGO list. This is where we see all the weapons and the suits that we have. So this is where you can equip stuff. We only have one outfit right now. So I'm gonna put that on. Because I have the highest stats in general, which means I'll probably be working on the bird for now, because the bird can, in fact, kill people. Because it does a bit of damage. So we're all here, looking hella cute. And we're gonna send... You don't want the pigtails anymore? We can fix that after today. We can give you some shorter hair. That's fine. So we're gonna start by send you. Now I have a mod that this is normally, I believe, the max speed. It's like double speed or 1.5. But I have a mod that lets you speed it up to ×5 to make it really fast. Yeah, but I can re-edit as many times as I want for free, so it's okay. Now, I don't remember what the bird likes. I think it's insight. We'll see if I die tragically. So anyway, here's the bird. It has some of the cutest idle animations in the entire game. And I love the bird. Unfortunately, the bird is a little bit strong early on. And as you can see from the flavor text, it has some secrets. Now, I did survive. Nice. So that's good. Was it insight? Yeah, 60. That's pretty good. We're gonna have problems later when I can't remember. If you ever see anything like disappear and quickly come back, it's an optimization mod I have on, which unloads stuff not on screen to sort of help with lag and stuff. Now, I believe this one was good for insight too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start training both of you guys, because you're gonna need it. Especially later on. So we're gonna be doing that. Now, you can also pause, by the way. I will be using a lot of this later on. It's gonna be necessary. And let's see, what do we want? We kind of want to train you guys in both attachments and insight, because it's both going to be necessary. And I'm gonna go talk to the bird. Now, as you can see, it still picked this one, because I could only pick one of them. Now, we're gonna send you in for some insight. We're very slow right now, but we're gonna be really speeding up later. So the good thing about this guy is that he has high percentages, at least early on, for both insight and attachment, which means he's great for grinding up 2 stats. He's also a good source of early equipment. Now, here's the thing with the stats. Fortitude is, obviously all of these are good for like the jobs, right? But they have their own specialty. So red fortitude is your HP. So the more you do instinct work, the more you'll level up your HP. Prudence is your SP. SP is basically sanity. If you get that to 0, you will panic. And when your nuggets panic, they can do several different things. They can either, like, I believe they can just stop moving, or like just stand in place, not really doing anything. They can Sudoku, and they can panic and run and try to open abnormalities rooms, which is very bad. So we don't want to panic. We really don't want to panic. So training your insight is very, very useful as well. I'm gonna keep working on the burb. Oh, he actually has decent attachment as well. see, I want to aim for at least 30 on every stat. Would be nice. But we'll see, because it's looking a little bit risky now. Oof. What's my HP after that? Oh, that was very close to dying. That's rough. Yeah, so because we have such baby stats right now, it's gonna be a little bit rough early on. And we don't have anyone to train for HP or repression work, which is rough early on. It's probably going to take us a while to get that too, unfortunately. But we can keep training on this, and hopefully I will keep surviving the bird. Emmy would not have survived the bird. Mostly because the bird the bird does white damage, and or red damage even, and I have a little bit of extra protection towards that. But it's gonna be rough for a bit. It'll ease up a lot once we get higher stats. It's a very stat-heavy game, ultimately, and once you get max stats, personally, I think that's when the game really gets interesting, because some of it is up to chance. Sometimes you might get unlucky, but a lot is trying to figure out the correct gear and sending certain agents to work on certain things. Okay, so we just need to give you one more attachment. And now we pray. Yeah, because that's just 61. So we'll hope I don't die. Because if I die, I will have to restart the day. So let's see. Okay, so you got to 30 on Temperance, and then we'll do an insight work. It's not that bad if it breaches, no, but I do just like not losing. It's part of my bones. Yeah, so actually, as you can see, this counter has an X on it. This is the Clifoth counter, which is the thing that will go down. The bird has a 1 currently because it has an actual escape. We haven't unlocked the escape information, but I believe the counter is at 3 at the start. The bird just gets upset if you work on other things. That's all he does. He just gets grumpy. He's like, notice me, senpai, please. So that's basically why his will keep going down. The difference is that early on, it's going to be not super threatening. A little bit, though. So we're going to start sending Emmy in. Yeah, basically. Basically. We'll see if he breaches. Because he might. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's gonna be breaching basically the whole game, and he has a sound effect which you can hear across the entire facility, which is hilarious. Okay, there we go. So now we can suit up 5 people, which is pretty nice. Actually, yeah, I'm only 26. I'll do one of these 2. Now, until we get good ones to train Instinct and the other stuff on, it's gonna be rough. Honestly, it would be really nice. It's totally fine. The real excitement for me personally is gonna be when we hit day 21, I believe it is. Well, technically, hitting 21 isn't gonna guarantee it gets exciting, but that's when you can start doing stuff to unlock the boss fight. Now this is a little bit precarious, but I think I should be able to finish and then go get the bird. Yes. Perfect. Mostly because with my armor, I take less damage. It's only slightly less, but it's a higher chance of not dying. Okay, I'll do one more so I can get 30, and then it's Emmy's training montage. Now, if we had slightly better gear, I could still sort of train instinct on this. We would take more damage, but with enough armor, you can sort of ignore it anyway. For some abnormalities, you can't do this for everyone, because some of them are going to be very upset, depending on what you do. Get in there. Nice thing is, at least I'm getting insight. Now, please. Thank you. And now I start doing insight on Emmy. So basically, you want to get to a point where you can reliably have abnormalities for the different stats, so you'll have trainers for all of them. The higher the abnormality is in danger level, which we haven't really talked about, but this is a Saiyan, that's the lowest one. Teth is the second one. After that comes He, and then comes Wav, and Aleph is at the very top. So obviously, training on an Aleph is going to give you way more stats than training on a Saiyan, but if you usually need near max stats to even survive an Aleph, so at that point you're usually almost fully trained. There's nothing there indeed. Now, the only sad part is that you can't use these boxes for anything after you bought all the equipment. I really wish there was something else you could do with them, but you can't. So we just have to live with it. Please. Please be gentle, Burb. Thank you, Burb. And then Emmy should get 30 from this, I think. But yeah, if you don't have this mod for detailed info, you don't know how many stats you've actually increased, which is fair. But I think it's nicer to just know. Now, Emmy got an EGO gift. All the abnormalities can give you gifts. And you can see here, they'll tell you what the gift is. They'll tell you the probability. I also have a mod that fixes some of these, because I think some of them were broken. Or it was fixing equipment. But it basically, they all give you different things. So this one gives SP plus 2, and it gives more success rate with 1 sin and 100 of good deeds. So Emmy will have higher success rate than before. Now, it's not a lot, but it is an increase. You can wear a bunch of these. So this is a hat slot. There's hat, there's face, there's mouth, I think. There's back. So you can stack a lot of these. Some of them are great, some of them are not. But they're very rare. Like, I still have not gotten some later on that I really would have liked to get. So as you can see, now obviously this is this much. I don't think we actually spent 40 minutes, but with the speed up mod, it's gonna increase the time a lot. Now we're gonna choose our third abnormality. This is a recording of the day we must never forget. I think that's megahertz, which I don't want. I'm coming to you. You who will be reduced to ash like me. I think this is Scorched Girl? What's really pitiful is people like you dying to the likes of me. I don't know which one this is. Yeah, so I really don't want that one. But I don't know which one this is. I don't think I've actually had this one before. And this one, I'm pretty sure I know which one it is, which I think she likes attachment. It's not Riding Hood. I don't think I would get Riding Hood this early. Because Riding Hood is a WAV. I'll go with the one I don't know, because I'm curious. Greetings, manager. It marks 3 days now that you have worked here. The number 3 is a mysterious one. In age-old fables, it is common for a mysterious entity to appear and tell the protagonist to utter 3 wishes. Sadly, I am not a mage or billionaire that can grant your wishes. However, I do happen to know what your predecessors wished for. There were many aspirations. Common among them was the seeking of some kind of growth. To lead the company to prosperity, to achieve spiritual maturity, you name it. Each had wanted to flower in a different way. Which of those 2 would you want? I would like to mature my spirit. We're all about self-improvement here. Come to think of it, there was another manager who gave me such an answer. As you know, spiritual is a rather obsolete term in today's world. So I asked them for the definition of spirit. And that manager told me. Well, I unfortunately do not recall the details of that conversation. You're an AI. How do you forget that? Even an AI cannot store every bit of data. Okay, fine. Jeez. Unnecessary information should be deleted for smooth operation. So you may be asking yourself if your predecessors managed to fulfill their wish. I suppose what happened to the others is not important after all. I do promise to cheer you on for the journey to your final goal, though. You did it again, and you did it flawlessly, too. I myself have a lot to work to do. If you look at my notebook, my to-do list is always so full. But I know I can get through it. I should do my best, like I always have. I know I'm slower than the others. I always have to check my list or I'll miss something important. That's why I have this notebook with me all the time. Can't leave any mistakes, you know? I've been carrying it for so long that it's almost worn out. It's been with me ever since I began working here as the Sephira of the control team. I know Lady Angela worries about me from time to time, but I've got everything under control. I feel like this is the kind of life I've been yearning for ever since a long, long time ago. Maybe even before I was capable of thinking. It feels as if I wished for the same thing before, in some other place that wasn't the control team. Malkuth, please finish the report I requested by the end of today. Sure thing, boss. I've got it straight here on my list. I'll have it turned in by the end of the day. Well, I should get going now. It's a pleasure talking to you, manager. The AIs here, they're all unstable, with the exception of me. It's especially bad for Malkuth. Noticed, haven't you? I can't complain, though. It only makes it easier for me to control her. As you may know, our facility isn't really the most stable thing. We're only able to keep the abnormalities contained thanks to the Clyfoth deterrents, which we briefly adjust down just before the workday begins. But this deterrents become unstable as time goes on, and eventually some abnormalities may undergo a meltdown. Complete 8 work processes in containment units under Clyfoth. So I believe that's when they have the timer. Oh boy, just wait. Just you wait. Okay. We don't have another thing yet. So it doesn't really matter, but we'll do this one first. Now we're all rank 2, because we all leveled up. Now, unfortunately, we might be able to train the other stats now. We'll see. We're not gonna hire anyone else for now. But I am gonna strengthen employee. So I'm gonna give myself more HP. This is also a way to do it, but it's not gonna be worth it later on. So we're just gonna give all of us a little bit more HP. Because I want to feel more secure. And then we're gonna equip everyone. So everyone gets a weapon. And everyone gets a suit. So now we look all nice in uniform. Look at us, we're so cute. Apparently, I'm an honest employee, you're a gloomy employee, and Emmy's a blunt employee. Yes, who did we get? Oh. I think this one is called Forsaken Murderer? I haven't had this one before yet. I don't know which ones this one likes. So we're just gonna go in and hopefully not die. So we're gonna do this first, because if I die, I'm gonna restart. Okay. Oh god, the sound effects. Okay, it seems to like instinct. That's good. We do need an instinct trainer. Yes, it does in fact like instinct. At least on the first 2 levels. So that's a good start. We'll have Nina keep working on this. Emmy should be able to survive the bird, because I did give you extra HP. And I will keep working on this for now. Angela with her comments. If I die happy. Yeah. Alright, Emmy, just keep working on the bird for now. Okay, I need to heal though, so I think I will send Bab over here. So we can only heal in the main rooms currently. You can get an upgrade later on to change that, but we are nowhere near that just yet. Okay, we're gonna get some research because I forgot to actually get that. So now we've maxed out the boy. We can get guns. Now I'm a little bit worried about that. So okay, so it lowers on bad. That's not good. That's not bad. Because as long as we get normal or better, we're fine. And we can train instincts on him, which is really nice because we need an instinct trainer so badly. So we'll go back down. Emmy can train some attachment now. And why do you have so much lower HP? I think your like starter HP was just less. So I'm a little bit wary of letting you work on the bird. I really don't want anyone to die yet. He's right in the middle, which means we're gonna get the breathing sound effect a lot. I apologize in advance. Unfortunately, there's only master volume and music I can lower. There's no other options. Emmy goes back to the burb. Oh, well, if you can't hear the breathing sounds, then I guess we're good. Because he's making breathing sounds. He's also a Teth. That's not too bad. The armor is not amazing, but none of the Teth ones. Yeah, I know my abnormalities, I know. I am by no means an expert at this game, by the way. I just kind of hyper-focused on it, and here we are. Okay, I'm gonna let us both heal a little bit. There we go. And I can go back, work on this guy. Now we're gonna get this particular quest done today, because it's an easy one. The first ones are always easy. I know a lot of the names, surprisingly, even of ones I haven't had myself, but that's mostly because I've watched a lot of people play these games. You might not be able to hear the breathing sounds, but I can assure you you're gonna be able to hear some of the later sound effects for sure. Now, we're gonna see. Okay, Emmy, it's your turn. Please get there in time. Nice. Just in time. Now, you don't have to work on all the abnormalities you have. And later on, as the facility grows, you're gonna see we're gonna be basically ignoring some of them later on. Especially a lot of the early ones you kind of just end up ignoring. Because late game, the stat gains are so low. But you don't abandon them completely. You do have some reasons to actually go back to do them. Mostly, it's based on, like, you kind of want to make sure they don't melt down sometimes, or because the thing is with meltdowns as well, you lose some energy, I believe, if you mess up. I don't remember. But either way, you keep a little bit of an eye on them, but not super close. So we're not going to abandon them completely, but once we get more energy efficient Abnos, we are definitely not going to be focusing on these guys that much. Okay, let's just have you go keep doing attachment. You'll be a very good worker. Well, I mean, there's not that many choices, alright? Emmy's gonna be the really sane one. I'm gonna be the really beefy one, and Bab's gonna be the super successful one. But we're gonna get all the stats to max eventually. It's just early on, you might have some focus on certain ones. So, escape information. Get some weapons and some armor. It's always nice to have extras. We'll get more guns. So now all three of them are gonna do this, obviously. So let me see. Yeah, I'll keep doing attachment. Why not? I'm gonna have to do the bird because Emmy's gonna need to do this guy. Because I won't have enough healing in time. Go get the bird, please. Thank you. Yeah, so we've maxed out this. We'll be able to max out this one pretty soon. Okay, we got the mission done. That's really good. I'm gonna have over 60 HP. Jesus. Okay, we'll have Emmy work on you. You'll keep doing attachment, because the more success you have, the easier you'll be to train. Since you have, for some reason, 6 less HP than the rest of us, which... Alright, game. Thanks. Thanks for that. I guess I'll get some insight on myself. I was on day 37. So we have quite a ways to go. But technically, I would have been over 37, but I did mem rep, which every 5-ish days, you get a memory repository, and it means you can go back 5 days. So I did do that a couple of times to get different abnos and stuff like that. But I was on day 37 officially. And again, as I mentioned before, day 21 is when the game really picks up, because that's when you start getting the missions that can let you unlock bosses. Because yes, this game has bosses, but it's not quite the way you might expect it to. It's interesting. So, yeah, look forward to that. That's when the real excitement starts. I really do love that part of the game. Because that's when you feel like that's when you're more actively participating in the game instead of just watching your nuggets run around. Run, Emmy, run! But they are hard. Some of them are really hard. I'm not looking forward to one of them, because one of them was the worst thing I've ever done in my entire life. And we're gonna have to do it. But I believe in us. And honestly, it's... I know how all the boss fights work, which makes them easier in that sense, because I know what I need to do to finish them. But you can still get very, very screwed over. But the music is a banger. So there's that too. That's a pretty big motivation for me. The music is an absolute banger in the boss fights. Which is pretty impressive because I believe all of the boss fight music is actually royalty free. So that's pretty nice too, because I know it won't get claimed. Won't get me in trouble. No! Shit! Okay, I don't know if we can kill this thing or not. Okay, we need someone to go in and take care of the bird. Because we messed up, we lost a bunch of energy, so we can't even finish the day. Yeah, I know cheese struts for a couple of them too, so we'll see. I can't guarantee how well we'll be able to actually fight this thing. Because we only have some beginner gear currently. Okay. Oh my goodness. Sir! Stop chasing after the clerks! Okay, so the biggest worry here is that I can't see our HPs, right? So I have to do this. I can't see the creature's HP either. Okay, you guys go back there. Is weak to black damage, which we don't have. Alright, Emmy. While we heal. Hey, at least we get the good music. I don't believe I've gotten a new follower during this. I haven't seen anything pop up. So I'm not sure. Alright, back in we go. We don't want him to get in here because then we can't heal. It's fine. We got this, guys. Well, the music stopped, so it doesn't consider it a threat anymore, but it's not dead, so I'm not sure why. Go, Emmy! Go! Get him! I will check on the alerts after this. I just need to get rid of this thing. Yeah, so the music is a bit dynamic in this game, and I guess it doesn't consider this guy a threat anymore because we haven't died yet. But we haven't killed him either. But the good news is he doesn't do that much damage, so we might actually be able to kill him. It's just gonna take a while because we really don't have good gear right now. There we go, we did it! We did it! Good job, guys. Good job, team. Now we have to get all that energy back. Yeah, so we have a couple of dead clerks. I'm so sorry, clerks. Because as you've probably seen, we have a random dudes all over the facility, which are clerks. These guys are usually very easily killed. There are a couple of rare occasions where they actually help. Don't go in expecting them to help. It's usually not gonna be a reliable strategy, but sometimes they actually do. So we're just gonna play this safe because it's gonna take forever to kill him again. But I am very proud that we are actually able to kill him at this point. So we'll do this because then when it triggers, I can just send someone instantly because no one is on low HP. At least we're getting some extra training. I wish suppressing the abnormalities actually gave you extra training, but unfortunately it doesn't. So you don't really gain much from it, which is a little bit sad. Okay. There we go. I think we've bought out all of them now. Nice. Okay. So we'll end the day there. And we have 3 promotions. We all got to rank 3, which is great. Unfortunately, our attack speed sucks, which is also why it takes us so long to kill things. Unfortunately, that's the stat that is usually the hardest to level up and the most expensive. So... Oh, goodness. Alright. So, we're now picking tools. Every 4th is usually always a tool. And tools can be both helpful and a hindrance, but we do need them. The good news is you don't have to, like, actively engage with them except during meltdowns. So, I usually try to get, like, early, easy ones. Hi, Chris! Welcome! Bringing us pork chops. Okay, no, I don't. I want to see activity feed. How do I... God, I haven't used this in so long. Can I just make this bigger, please? Hey, see, it does work. It does work. Nice. It's good to know. It does work. There you go, Emmy. It works. Well, Chris would need 200 points, which I believe is about 2 hours of watching. I didn't want to set it as like a super low number because I do, you know, want people who actually watch to get a chance first. But, and we don't do friend pricing here, except for Emmy. Oh, you want to pay for Chris to get a nugget? I mean, if you want to pay for Chris to get a nugget, you can. I've set it so that you can redeem 3 nuggets per stream. So, but I mean, you got yours in for free, Emmy, so I guess it's fine. I'm gonna pick, I think I know this one. I think I know this one too. I can try to make a Deadpool nugget. I can't promise anything though. Alright. Do you take pride in what you do here? If not, this recent news will likely change your mind. After your arrival, the rate of energy output has increased by 13%. If you still don't feel the significance of this figure, then let me add that it's a record-breaking percentage. How do you feel? I can take pride in that. Ever since you began working here, the company has been taking strides in improvement. This means that you are performing your role well. This shows that there should only be good news to come. A machine such as myself doesn't flatter easily. It is good to know that you're happy with your work. I remember your face the very first time you came here. You were so withdrawn. Face all gray and grim. And you were all nervous about my presence. Don't worry, it's okay for you to be happy now. Today's a rather special day. Do you see that bottle of champagne on the table? Allow me to pour you a glass. Shall we toast? Today's occasion is not something as monumental as someone's birthday or the company's day of founding. You lost an employee for the first time yesterday. No, okay, I guess I technically did, but it was a clerk. Clerks are not the same. I'm sorry, but they don't have the same rights as my other one. Oh, Chris, thank you. Look at all those happy emotes. I forgot I had that. Oh my goodness. I think it's a little bit it's a little bit into the wall though. No, it's supposed to be like that. Okay, all right. Yeah, now you can aim at people. All right. We lost some clerks, but that's fine. In fact, many more shall follow. I'm telling you this in case you were unexpectedly shocked by the news. They had known the risks from the beginning. The company grows fertilized by their sacrifices. It's as simple as that. Yeah, Angela is basically like, I mean, yeah, they died, but I mean, the company improved, so who cares, right? I mean, like, damn, Angela. I'm sure they would have felt proud of themselves if they took their final breath. Accepting their deaths with equanimity, I don't know that word, would be the greatest respect you can pay to them. That is why I popped this bottle of champagne and kept for so long. 3 cheers for the deceased, in memoriam of their noble sacrifices. Should I really be drinking on the job? Fine. Allow me to give you a small bit of advice. To properly drink a glass of champagne, one should gently hold the lower stem of the glass and then take it in lightly, savoring the bubbles. It's too late, I already drank on the job. Perfect, just like that. She's teaching me how to drink champagne. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. We got more characters. This is Yazad. I love Yazad. My favorite character is not until later, but I love Yazad. We need to be honest here, Malkuth. You simply cannot suppress the ordeals with the employees you currently have at your disposal. Trust me, I am the head of the information team. Even if your team were to suppress the ordeals on their own, there's too great of a risk of extreme mental damage to your employees. But you saw it, we only need to consider the mortality rate of the agents and the possibility of the abnormalities bleaching. Malkuth, Lady Angela said that one crazy employee will kill 10 others. I am the Sephira of the control team. I may make outrageous mistakes in all other aspects, but this role I know better than anyone else. I know how to handle employees on the verge of insanity. I even wrote down a code of conduct for it. Honestly, it feels like I'm the only one who follows the guide. Am I wrong? Please, tell me if you happen to need it. I can always share a copy with you. I'm fine, but that code of yours? I don't need weak employees in my department. Weakness means elimination, the death of your place in my department. To work for the control team, the department that leads the corporation, signifies that you should be more capable than everyone else. Manager, please say something to them. You've been watching what's happened to those weak-willed employees from the comfort of your office, haven't you? Can any one of you guys say something? Well, thanks so much for visiting me. It's made me so happy. We should meet up again sometime, all of us up for Sephiroth. So that was a pleasant conversation. I have an announcement to the Sephiroth of the upper layer. The mental corruption levels of the control team's employees exceeded the maximum threshold. And just what did the other Sephiroth do in the meantime? Sit and watch? The control team has failed to handle the ordeals. Supplement the staff immediately and suppress the ordeals. I will ask for support from the other departments. As the Clyfoth deterrence weakens, the abnormalities will begin to grow agitated. Certain things we call ordeals, which we cannot contain, will go into a rampage, just as they are right now. Could you calm down the employees by suppressing one of the ordeals that show up at dusk? I'll help you with it as soon as I can. So, we actually won't be able to do this mission for quite some time. Dusk ordeals show up on day 21 onwards. So our current goal is to be strong enough to complete a dusk ordeal by day 21. Which means we're gonna need to train. Training montage. Alright. But now we're gonna make a Deadpool nugget for Chris. So it's gonna be hard to do it proper justice. Um, but we can try. Oh god, what is that hairstyle? Hey, nice, nice. So I'm thinking we're gonna stick with the color theme. I could just make it bald, like a bald Deadpool. But unfortunately there are no masks. At least I don't have any, so Ladybug. So we could either do a bald bald man and maybe some gear later on will make him look more Deadpool. Or we can try something else. What kind of hairs do we have actually? Alright, we'll do bald then. Let me find the... There's the bald, and then there's the back hair bald, right? I'm not seeing anything else, yeah. And then of course, we gotta have a confident look on our Deadpool. There we go, smirk. That face is pretty good. Alright. It'll, we'll hopefully be able to improve him a little bit later. But for now, he will be hired. Yeah, there's... I think some of the abnormalities EGO gifts can actually give you scars. I mean, there's one that can give you facial hairs. I don't see why not. Let's give Deadpool a gun, because Deadpool uses guns, and you can have this. It's white and white and red, but it's halfway there, you know. I will put. Let me see. Yes, because this will make you good with the bird, and I mean, you love the bird. So we'll do that. Injured. Vulnerable. I don't like being weak to white damage, but I don't even know if anything we have. Oh, he does. Oh yeah, you're right. We can fix that. It's so dark, I couldn't tell. Let's keep going. Is this one? I think this one is bald. Actually bald. Yes. Luscious locks in the back. Yeah, we'll keep the rest of us on penitence for now. Because fun fact, if an employee goes insane, if you do white damage and restore their sanity to full, you can save them. But if you do other damage, you kill them. So it's always nice to have some. So we're gonna have to train up Deadpool a little bit because he's a bit behind, but that's fine. Yes. Okay, so we did get the one I wanted. So that's really good. This is called You Must Be Happy. And yeah, we're gonna be using that later. First, we're gonna start training our boy. And what do I want to? I really need to train some instinct. We shot up in HP. I feel so bad because not everyone is being trained the same, but I'm also really worried about someone dying. So the Nuggets are my employees. I'm the manager of this facility, and it's our job to figure out stuff about abnormalities, which are all these different creatures, and get energy from them. So the nuggets are technically yeah, you work minimum wage. I wonder if you would be able to survive this. Maybe? It's not ideal, but maybe you'll be fine. We'll see. If I kill you, Bab, I really apologize. Sorry. So the nuggets are very important, but they are technically not relevant to the story, like by name. Oh, you were fine. See? Everything's fine. We'll do some more attachment work. You can handle the bird. Yeah, so nuggets can die. These creatures are very capable of killing me, especially early on. And you can always restart the day and get them back. So it's not impossible if they were to perish to get them back. And I tend to play this game in the way of, do I care about this nugget? Yes. AKA, I will not let this nugget die. Now, you have a lot of success rate because you have such high temperance, Bab, so we're gonna see if you can handle the murder. I believe in you, Bab. You were able to beat this guy up, so surely you can handle it. Yeah, look at you, Bab. Holy shit. I should give you a raise. Okay, I need to train attachment on more people, is what I'm seeing here. Because look at Bab's percentage compared to everyone else. Jeez. Well, I mean, unlike a Pikmin, you don't sprout out of the ground. You're slightly more resources to make you versus just harvesting a Pikmin. So in that regard, you are worth more. And in my heart, I will care a lot more for the nuggets. So, let's see, we'll send me again. And we'll send Deadpool to this. So I'm gonna show how this works, because I know how it works. We're gonna speed up a little bit, but we are gonna slow it down once we get here, because this is timing based. You can't reset to do that, but you can memrep to... Oh, he does have hair again! I need to find the bald back hair, man. So you have to stop on yes, and they'll get some bonus time. Deadpool just has really luscious hair in the back. There is a way to make them completely bald. I just can't find the one that's completely bald. But I will find it. But yeah, the only way to get rid of abnos you don't want is to memrep or start up over from day one. And you can only, like, when you memrep, you only miss the ones that, like, you got in that memrep, like, cycle. You know, we can sort of force some repression training from this guy. It's not ideal, though. But yeah, so this gives bonus stats, so now you have plus 13 to everything, which is nice. Makes it easier to train as well. Later on, it's not going to be as, like, useful, because at that point you have so high stats, but early on it's pretty nice, because it gives you a really nice boost. Now, tools also have different instructions, and the way they work is that usually you have to use them for a certain cumulative amount of time to get the info, or if it's something that you have to use, like, you use it, then you have to use it a certain amount of times to get the info. But this one boosts your stats, and from what I remember, if you boost or if you lower your stats, if you press on no by accident. And you can't pause cheese it, by the way, because if you pause it, will automatically just pick whatever you pause on. But if it goes over 200 total stat changes, you die at the end of the day, so we're not going to do that. But it's very nice for getting some early early stuff in. So Deadpool should be fine to work on this now because of the bonus stats, so we're gonna do that. Emmy, you get the honor of some boosted stats, baby. Also because you'll be next to the murderer, so you can... Oh, actually, never mind. We're fine on the murderer because Nini is going there. Perfect. I mean, I think we'll have an easier time killing the murderer now, but we still don't have black damage, which is what we really need. And we're not going to get that for quite a while. So let's buff up Emmy. Emmy's getting training done. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Alright, plus 15, 17, good. Nice. Now these are only for like the day. The buffs will obviously disappear at the end of each day. But that's not... It's really helpful early on, honestly. And it's one of the easiest ones to not mess up early as well, because messing up early is nasty and leads to a lot of early potential death, which we don't want. Talk to your burb. Also, as we get a bigger facility, we need to do more than 4 to trigger this as well later on. So, again, it's gonna keep getting more difficult. So we'll put Deadpool in it again. No, I kind of want someone new. I'll put Bab in it to get some buffs. Now, I believe the buffs don't stack, so they replace each time, but I'm not sure, which is also why we don't want to keep doing it too much and get too many stats. In case they do stack, but I don't think they do. I hope they don't. Okay. Send me back in there. Yeah, because I watched someone who got like plus 200 on day 1, like over 100 in each stat, and then he had no idea why his nugget died at the end of the day. Interesting that your success rate actually has gone down. Why is that? Oh, is it because the threshold? I think it's because you hit... Yeah, I think it's because you hit the threshold for this, which lowers it a little bit, but that's okay. Because you have the bonus stats, which means you'll be fine. So that's really nice. Okay. Let me go back to harass your burp. As soon as I got a little bit more attachment, we can focus on Deadpool for a little bit. Okay. Let's work on your insight for a little. I will... Oh, God. Okay, ooh. Well, I have the more HP, so I'll do it. Let's be safe. We gotta keep making profits for the company. I can't get over Deadpool's luscious locks. It's so hard to see because the window is so dark where you make the nuggets, so I couldn't tell, but there he is. Okay, 14. That will put me at 45. Let's get to 50. And then now we start on Deadpool. So as you can see, this isn't the most riveting gameplay to watch, which is why I'll probably do some grinding off stream as well. But this is the basic gameplay loop, at least early on, and that'll change real much once we get further into the game. Yeah, and it comes off as a very chill game, but as you can see, I already had one breakout, which worked out very well, which usually this early on, it's not typically doesn't go that well. But I've also been lucky because I got a he rank really early on my casual playthrough, and it was so bad. It kept escaping, and I could not do anything to it. It was going through all of my dudes so quickly. Okay, you get 50 on that. You have 58 plus. I have 50 plus. Yeah, I really just need. We need justice so bad, but it's not good for training. Wait, why am I doing instinct? I need to do attachment. Well, we can at least really buff up Bab's HP. And let's work on some attachment for Emmy as well, because... Oh, the burb has broken out! Emmy! Emmy, the burb! It's free! It's free! Here's the burb. Fear him, for he is coming. He cometh. So the burb is angry because we didn't pay attention to him. The clerks are panicking. This is what the burb does. He pecks you. Thankfully, he only does like 1 damage. So, and now he's happy. He got to peck us a bit, and now he's going back of his own volition. So he really is like Yuri. He goes out, he is a menace, and then he goes lays down, and he's fine. Also, he glitches a lot off of his stick in the game, which is very cute. So it actually says here that he voluntarily returns after a period of time or a panicking employee calm down. Did one of the clerks actually do that? Oh. Yeah, so the clerks can panic too, and I guess one of them was really panicky. Also, he's probably gonna break out, so I'm just gonna finish the day right there. Oh my goodness. Our founder, A, has said this to me many a time. Oh my god, I didn't realize I was so focused on the bird. Oh my goodness. Each successful experiment makes you a better person. The greatness of this company was founded on multitudes of trials and hardships. So you too shall become great. Each day in the company is another small experiment towards shaping your life for the better. How has your day been today? Well, of course it was fine. It's barely the pleasantries, no? Manager, how's your life been? I don't know you that well, man. There's like a button on the player, the video player, that should have like a clip. It could be better. I wouldn't say it's absolutely horrid, but it's not just okay either. It could be better. I cannot see the color of your life as you do. While I am unable to console you with empty words such as, "That's not true," many things will change while you are here. That much is clear. This is a simple metaphor, but the seed of a tree will not grow just anywhere. It requires fertile soil, the right temperature, and fresh water. However, most seeds fall on barren soil. For those malfallen seeds, stretching out their roots and sprouting even small leaves are challenges full of pain. I cannot provide you with water or sunlight. However, I will do my best to tend to the soil. I'm not a plant. Angela. Jeez. I'm not a plant. Yeah, so because this is like day 5 and we're we only have the control team. We don't get an abno this day. When you have later on, you can expand different departments at the same time, and at that point, you do get the option to like, depending on which one you expand, the abnos will go there. Okay, let's see if we can. Can we please find the bald hairstyle? There has to be one. Surely there has to be one. There has to be one, because I know there's an abno that looks at if your character is bald or not. Is this one bald? No, I just barely see some hair in there. God, I wish it was easier to see. Is this one bald? Maybe? Or is this the same one? If we go into the EGO list, it's a bit easier to tell. I think this one might actually be bald. I hope so. Also, I'm gonna... real quick. So that's 38. I swear I had different eyes. Oh, yeah, these are the eyes I had. There we go. Perfect. So, we need to focus on training Deadpool today, and maybe we can sneak in some more, some forced justice training. Yeah, maybe? I genuinely can't tell. Am I gonna have to Google this? How do I make someone bald? Lobotomy Corporation. Bald. Okay, let me see. It doesn't tell me. I just want to know. I mean, worst case, Deadpool will just have to have luscious locks, I guess. Oh, now it. Oh, yeah, I guess it glitched out. Now he's actually bald. Let's go. So, yeah, we still only have these, but we'll get another section soon. So, we're gonna work on Deadpool today. We're also gonna work on some more instinct and insight. In general, we're gonna have a lot more sections to the facility before day 21, but we want at that point to have hopefully everyone at max stats. At least I hope so. Let's do that. Such a cute nugget. I got the cutest nugget girlfriend, man. I could eat you up. But I'm your boss, so I'm not going to. Yeah, so we're starting to get more observation level on this. Fine. Fine, I guess not. Okay, work on that. Deadpool will keep working on attachment. Okay, it's this one, so that's fine. We'll just send Deadpool right back in. Yeah, so early days you meet the quotas really fast. Later days, obviously, that's gonna change a lot. You'll be in the thousands that you need to hit, which is why you're gonna swap to using more efficient abnos later on. aka high level ones, aka pain and suffering. Yeah, sure. Unfortunately, as much as I would like to promise that, I don't think the game would actually let me promote you. Well, I can pay to promote you, actually. I can pay to increase your stats, so I guess technically it's pay to win. You know? Oh! Oh, Bab. You got the gift from the Forsaken Murderer? You have a mask now. You're looking a bit kinky, Bab. Damn. Looks cool, though. It hides your cute smile, though. We both have the penitence one. Deadpool hasn't gotten any yet. We'll see if he gets one. Because again, it's like 5% chance, and I think some of the higher level ones are even lower. You look super cute, Bab. There's nothing to be worried about. The bird gives you a necklace with a little beak. You can see it here. Yes, you did, Bab. Yes, you did. Good job. Can always count on you to rizz up my abnormalities. I guess I'll send Emmy down there. And then we'll slow down time. I ain't taking no risks. Oh, I didn't mean to hit pause, no! Well, you only got minus a little bit, it's fine. Yeah, Deadpool is alive, and he's actually bald now. He's the only one who hasn't gotten any gifts from the Abnos yet, though. So he doesn't have a hat or a mask yet, but we are getting there. So far, no one has died except for some clerks that made questionable decisions when they shouldn't have. Yes, I'm talking about that one clerk. I can't believe, like, he saw a tiny bird that was just pecking, not even pecking him, pecking others. And he was like, no, I can't do this no more. Unbelievable, honestly. I can't trust some of my, like, the clerk employees. Yeah, I completely did not realize. Like, I saw him panicking, but I didn't think he was gonna go that far. I'm also pretty sure later on that they get used to the bird as well. Oh, you can still work pretty well, so it should be fine. Okay, that should get you... That'll get you above 50, so we'll do Emmy get some temperance training. Yeah. So, the bird, the reason I didn't do anything is because when you attack the bird, this red part will open up and it will do, I think it's 200 or 300 red damage, which you will not survive until very, very late game. So don't hit the bird. Just leave the bird alone. The bird will peck you and then it will leave. It'll be fine. Just don't panic. Everything is fine. Would Deadpool survive? I don't... I'm a little bit hesitant because Deadpool doesn't have a lot of HP. I might have to buff that. Or once he gets more attachment, he should be fine as well. Because then he'll have much higher success rate, or you can just... Ah, great, he's gonna escape. We're gonna finish the day. I don't care. Hey, I got promoted because we got a bad result. I don't know why. We did instinct and I didn't have that bad, but... Okay. I'm coming to you. You will be reduced to ash like me. Again, I think this is Scorched Girl. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy's care. This one is pretty nice. Somewhere in the distance you can hear seagulls. I know this one as well. This one is definitely safer than this one. So I'm gonna go with this one. I think it trains instinct as well. We are not doing the seagulls one, okay? It doesn't actually have any seagulls involved, okay? But it's like 2 shrimp dudes. And if you get a weird result, then you could insta-die. Yeah, it's the shrimps with the vending machine. As you are aware, there are numerous employees working for our company. A majority of them would like to know more about you as a person. Some will take the initiative and attempt to approach you first. It's rather funny, knowing who you are will not do anything to improve their odds. There are no regulations to prevent them from coming all the way to your office to interact with you face to face, unfortunately. It seems the one who set the rules in place did not consider situations like this. And I suppose this may be a good opportunity for you to show them that you are generous and caring enough to have chit-chats with your subordinates. Words tends to travel faster than you think. I will not stop you from meeting with someone if there are employees who wish to visit you. But please keep in mind that you do not have to do everything they ask of you. Simply thank them for their effort. Tell them you hope that they will keep up the good work. That will benefit both parties, don't you think? Are you still following me? What we need is a gesture of goodwill, and nothing more. Do not go overboard and listen to whatever nonsense they have to say. Give them a vending machine, and next they will come knocking, demanding a bar. I expect you to make the right decision. So we can get information team now, which is my boy, Yazab. I am in charge of the information team and its department. I'll give you a proper greeting later. Are you planning to open up the information department before starting the day? Yes. I believe you can give me HP bars, my beloved. Please. So now we have another mem rep. And our new Abno is going to be over here. So we're going to put... I think I'll keep Deadpool here just to be able to train on these. And we'll send... We'll send my... No, actually, I think this is an instinct trainer. So it would probably be better. I'll send Bab down there for now, and I'll join you there soon. But we need 3 people here just for safety. Maybe we'll hire a random? I want a cute appearance, but I'm too lazy to do it myself. There we go, Jake. You look beautiful, Jake. There we go. So we'll put Jake down there. Actually, maybe we put Jake up here. Yeah, Emmy can take care of the murderer. I think I can go down there with you. Oh, yeah, you can buy another one. I have enough to hire at least one more and get their stats up. So if you want to submit another nugget, you can. Go ahead. You can submit one. We will keep Jake, though, because we'll need some generics as well. Some potential sacrifices later on. I wish I was joking about that, but there may actually come a time when we'll need to sacrifice some nuggets. And we would rather they be the unnamed we don't care about, right? Okay, alright. So... Okay, let's see... This is a very interesting start. The eyes are killing me. The trio this round. I know that will be in a while since they hard. I I'm not sure which one you're referring to by trio. There could be a lot of Avnos. You can just write it to me on Discord if you want. I'm just I'm just looking up real quick. I'm looking up Saren's hair color so I can get it correct. And her bangs, because I was like, I need to get this accurately, man. So let's see if we can find bangs close to Saren. Let's start with getting the correct. Oh my god. I'm so bad at this. It's like, I think this hair is also just very dark. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, some of the hairs are just really dark and some of them aren't. Let me see. There are some open bangs, aren't there? Or like forehead showing bangs. This one would actually work well for a Malusha. It's kind of cute. I might add some other named ones later. Oh my goodness. Is this really the best one? Yeah, this one doesn't really match. Yeah, they don't really have a middle part. I know there are mods for nuggets as well. So I might potentially be able to fix it by next one, but... That's the one. I mean, this one, maybe it's... Yeah. Let's see if we can get the color to be a bit better. It needs to be very light. Alright. Then... Let's see. I'm looking at the ponytail right now, so we could do the ponytail maybe. Let me see. We have some options. There's the really long ponytail if we want to do that one. And then there's like shorter ones. Alright. Now I don't think we'll get the eye color matching because most of the eyes are just black. We could do blue. We can't do heterophobia. I mean heterochromia, but you know. But we could do blue. So, fun fact, we don't have the Abno for it, but there is actually an Abno that gives you like lipstick. So we might be able to get you lipstick later. Let's just do a little smile. And then we'll get some nice eyebrows. Some regular chill eyebrows. Oh, the closed eyes. It was probably the ones that were close to the blue ones, and I just went all the way back. There's the blue ones, like these ones. Yeah, okay, alright. Let's give her some basic stats. Can I afford that? Yes, but I think I'll do this one. There we go. Okay, welcome to the team. Never mind, it's glitching out. Let me see. I think I know. Yeah, okay, so even though it doesn't cost anything, it seems to be a little bit weird with the free customization, but that's okay. We can train her up. We can train her up. So it should be okay. So, gotta go equip him up. Jake can use this. Yeah, this will be good for the bird and penitence. So, that works. It's good for the murderer too, I think. I like this one because it has several endure, but this one lowers specific damage more, which I think is nice. Let's give you a white weapon, actually. It'll do a lot less damage, but I do want to ensure you're safe. Oh, that trio. Okay, Emmy. I don't know. I have no idea if I want to do that or not. Potentially I might avoid it, and then if after I beat the game, I might showcase it with like a fully trained team because that's gonna be really, really difficult to do on stream. I wish they didn't cost 2 when you get to that, but whatever. It's fine. Begin management. So now we have a second section. Ironically, this is exactly where I got this one last time. So these are the fairies. I believe they like instinct. We will see if I remember correctly. They do indeed. So we'll be working a lot of people down there eventually when they are done training up here. So death list 54. So he can start working on the bird probably. Emmy really needs some too. So let's train Emmy up a little bit on that. And I think Deadpool should be able to handle the bird. I hope. I hope so. So here's the one thing to keep in mind. We only have this one in this section right now. But from what I remember, these guys get jealous. So if you work on something else too quickly after them, they'll kill you. So we do need to keep that in mind when we get more down here, so that the person working on them doesn't work on other stuff for a little bit. So they basically, the little buff that heals them has to run out. Which, with how fast I'm speeding up the game, shouldn't take very long, to be honest. So it should be fine. Actually, no, I don't want to trigger that off of you, because in case murder gets picked, it would be better if we have someone with a little bit of a higher HP pool. Well, murder didn't get picked, so guess we're fine. It's P-Bird again. Go back in there, get more P-Bird experience. So as you can see now, this says Dawn, and it's orangey. I believe it's officially called Amber. And these are specific Qliphoth ordeals, which is what Malkuth talked about earlier. And it's Dusk ordeals again, we get after day 21 and onwards. Dawn ordeals aren't too bad, but they all have different effects. Is my sound alerts working? Are they working? Or are they just very delayed? I tested them yesterday and they worked yesterday. They might be a bit broken. So I apologize. I might have to reset them in that case. Oh, there we go. Okay, they're just a little bit delayed. Nice. Alright, yeah.
Big old chonker right here.
Would you be safe? I think you would be fine working on that. We really need to get your HP up, so. Problem is I put the two, like, two of the highest statted people down here, where they only have one thing to work on. The big old chonker is when I was in Germany, and I believe I was petting Yuri, and I was filming Yuri, and I was like, we got a big old chonker over here, and then I took that. So this is what the Amber Dawn ordeal is. So it summons these guys, which they will keep multiplying, by the way. So you kind of gotta kill them. Or they're gonna kill your FPS. Stop screaming, guys. You're fine. Ow. Okay, I need myself to leave before I die. Ouch. Ow. Ow. My character did not leave, and I die. Dang it! Okay. That's fine. We try the day. Okay. Yes, I'm really wanting. I think. Actually, maybe. I think I'll put Deadpool here to just get instinct. I'll put myself up here, just for murderer. Now I can put Sauron down there for instinct too, but I would like here. Maybe Jake. Jake started. He has 40 work success, so yeah, I can do Jake and get some instinct too, maybe. And begin management. Okay. I don't like the Amber Ordeal. It's one of the ones I hate the most. So we'll start by Nini doing it just because she has really good success. And we're gonna start hardcore training Sarn. You guys have 60 in that, so you'll be fine for now. And we can work on HP as well. You can actually do attachment work, but unless you're on level 1, it's not as useful. So it's very good training if you're at level 1, but then you also don't get the buffs, so like the work success buff. So it's fine. Training montage. Green, that's even worse. So we'll see how this goes. Honestly, the ordeal I really want to see is the red one. The red one is the easiest one early on, and it becomes considerably more annoying later on. But there's purple, there's green, there's amber. Yeah, amber, green, violet. I think it's just those three. Well, they're all bad, honestly. The ordeals are all bad, especially early on. They get really easy late game, and they're a menace early game. But the red one actually summons tiny little clowns that try to open the doors to the abnormalities. And the clowns are very easy to kill. So It's not a lot of work to actually take care of them, which is nice. But the problem is I really want to be able to take it down so that I can train more, because you only get each ordeal once, because it's dawn, it's dusk, it's dawn, dusk, and then God, what is the third one called? It's not midnight. Midnight is like one of the latest you get, I think. Is it dawn, midday, dusk? Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. I need to go up here. And I need you guys to go into this elevator. And we're gonna send Sarin into this. And now we're hopefully not gonna brutally die again. Yeah. I'm gonna finish this day and then I'm gonna finish stream. So, worst case, everything goes to hell. Oh, they both spawn down there. Great. Okay. I need you guys to go up there. And then I need you guys to, like, move over there. You're not in desperate danger. See, this would all be very much easier if I could actually see the HP bars, but we cannot do that, so... Are they both going over here? No. Where did the other one go? Yeah, they are both down here. That's not good. Yeah, so this one summoned robots. We really don't want both of them in the same... Okay, but this at least is doing considerably less damage, which is nice. Let's make sure we keep a look. Okay, it's just attacking me right now. Yeah, so the amber one is bad early because it's so many of them. They don't do a lot of damage, but there's many of them, so... Okay, so... Oh my god, let me... Move. There we go, now it's attacking Nini. There we go. Okay, good. We did it. So, ordeals will also make it so that you get a chunk of energy. So, they're very useful to get some extra energy as well. But obviously, you need to be careful around them. But again, since we only have that one unlocked, we're not going to see any more any more ordeals for quite some time. Which means I can just keep grind and grind and grind. So Emmy use that. Sarin can do that. Just want to get Sarin to like a decent temperance, because then she can start training other stats. Because you guys don't know this, but Nini does. But I will be streaming on Sunday evening as well. I'll probably start a bit earlier on Sunday. Probably start around 7 or 8 my time. Yeah, probably like 7, maybe even 6, honestly. I haven't decided yet. It depends on how long my D&D goes on for. But I will be streaming then as well, so I will be continuing. I won't be doing any grinding off-stream for now, because I don't want to progress story by accident. It's easier to grind off-stream once I have a good memrep position, because then I can just repeat days and stuff like that. So we're not going to be doing that yet, but we don't we're not desperately in need of grinding currently. We are actually on pretty decent pace compared to when I first played this game. I was not training my dudes very efficiently at all. Now, justice is very bad for us all, but there's literally nothing we can do about it until we get a justice trainer, Abno. So we're just gonna have to live with that. Oh, P-Bird broke out. But it's fine. Oh yeah, you have... Oh, it's because you have the buffs. Yeah, go do that. I'll get pecked. Ow. Stop panicking! It's literally just a tiny bird. Jeez. It's not that serious, guys. I don't know how well you can hear the screams, but they're really freaking out, apparently. For what reason? It's a tiny bird. Yeah. I mean, the clerks really don't have it rough in this game. I'll be honest. I got very lucky on my casual play where I didn't have a lot of abnos that affected them too much, unless they got out, obviously. But there are some where they may lead to some clerks being a little bit in danger. Oh my goodness. Stop giving me the robot, please. Oh, actually, I'll send Emmy here, because Emmy already has the buffs, and I'll send myself there. Instinct. 15, that's like 40. Get Emmy some more. Oh, Sarangel got the gift too. That was still the only one who's gotten the mask now. Yeah, you can get some very crazy ones later. You can actually hide them. I don't believe I can do it here, but when you're on like the menu before you get in, you can actually hide them. You can lock them as well, so no other ego gift can actually replace them. So you do that with good ones, obviously, and then you can hide the ones you don't like the look of and stuff. Run. I don't really need the stats right now. Okay, more attachment. Actually, let's do some insight. Just a little bit. Give her a little bit more SP. Jake can do some fairies. Just a little bit. We'll do this one and then we should be good. I'll just do this one. Emmy can get some buffs. Also, we should probably buy the information for these actually. There we go. We'll make some weapons. Their early armor is actually not bad because it doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, which is nice. It doesn't have great like upsides either, but it's just a nice starting one. So let's see. So yeah, so it replaces the stats every time. That's fine. Okay, and then Sauron will get this, and then Deadpool will get some more instinct. Jake can get to go there. And then we'll finish after this one. Okay. There we go. We got a bunch of new weapons, and workday complete. We got one promotion, which is Deadpool is now a rank 3 agent. It's based on your like combined stats, basically. So we'll pick our Abno, and then we will finish stream after I read through some story. Oh. A teardrop fell from the child's dewy eyes, a star showered from the sky. The world falls into a slumber, trapped in an ecstatic lullaby. I believe this is Dream of the Universe, which is like a spider-looking thing. This is a recording of The Day Was Never Forget. I believe this is still megahertz, which megahertz is... I'm not a fan of it. You've pressed it numerous times and you still have something you want to know about it? I think I know which one this is, and this one is very easy if it's the one I think it is. But it could potentially also be very bad. So I'm just gonna double check, because if it is the one I think it is, I might, even though it's easy to manage, I might not pick it purely because I don't want to risk risk it. Let me see. Let me double. Uh, 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 mm, um, let me see. Um, does it say anything here? Well, yeah. So, hmm. We could take this one. It's a nice free one, but I don't think it's affected by Clifoth meltdowns either. But I just want to. I don't want to deal with it. So to tell you guys a little bit of spoiler, but this is basically a button where the you just can't interact with it at all. It can try to turn into other abnormalities, like appearance-wise. The name stays the same though. But if you click on it, it will start killing people. It will crash your game and do stuff like that. And while I know it's easy to take care of, because again, I don't think it can be affected by meltdowns because you can't interact with it. I just don't want to deal with accidentally clicking it and like crashing my game or killing an entire like facility. So we're gonna go with this one, even though I don't really want it, because I don't want megahertz. Yeah, it's literally called "Don't Touch Me," and you're not allowed to touch it. The energy output of our facility is ever increasing. You have proven that you are much more capable than you originally perceived yourself to be. The high echelon is watching you. Our founder A is among them. What do you know about A? A, he is a visionary. A farmer who sowed seeds on virgin soil no one had approached before. In time, he may express interest in meeting you in person. If that happens, you will be able to make your dreams come true. Myself? Well, of course I highly admire him. But to be fair, he is the one who created me. He is also an enigmatic person. I imagine there are few who could truly understand him. In fact, to truly understand anyone is difficult. Will the day come that I understand you completely? Yes, odd, my boy. Manager, you are the head of this corporation. You are supposed to set an example for others, but that outfit would warrant at least 10 penalty points in our department. Hey, don't diss my outfit just because my pants don't match my shirt. Managers should be no exception. However, the rules state that a Sephira has no authority to impose penalty points on the manager, so I must let you off for now. I am Yazad, the Sephira of the Information Team. The Information Team is in charge of processing and archiving all the data of our company. New information is generated every day, and we need to ensure that the information is accurate, so we must concentrate and focus on our job at all times. It may be compared to a massive biblioteca. A single bit of misinformation could lead to an uncontrollable disaster. I am sure you can understand the gravity of my work. Every sliver of the information that you read contains the despair and desperation of our employees. Please do not think lightly of that information. It seems you are curious about my outfit. I have an aversion to exposing any part of my body. I don't exactly remember when I started feeling this way, but it's likely that I've been this way even before I joined the company. Oh, Nedsack, my boy. Jasad, do you have any spare paper? Our department could use some. Nedsack, the rules state that we are not supposed to trade resources between teams. It should be in the very first page of the Sephira manual. Alright, stop giving me that sharp look, Mr. Viper. Oh. Did I say something? Did it sound like I said something bad? Well, I'm heading out. Not in the mood to get bitten today. What are you trying to say with that expression of yours? Is this entertaining to you? Does the nickname make you laugh? My apologies, I overreacted a bit. The other Sephiroth may simply use my nickname as a joke. But others use it in a more serious manner. I know there are many employees who genuinely despise me. Nicknames may be a childish thing, but there's no better way to describe a person in such few words. I personally like my nickname. What's your opinion, manager? I like the sound of it. It seems we're in agreement then. I should get going now. I need to finish today's work. Oh, and I must send you the next assignment. So, the information team is always in need of more data on the abnormalities. At this point in our research, we need more testing with instinct work. Instinct work directly resolves an abnormality's primal instinct and drive. Well, it's a good thing we have 2 instinct trainers right now. Woo! I still don't get to pick any reach. Where are my HP bars? Where are they, Yesod? Where? So, yeah, that's the start of the game. It's still gonna stay slow for a bit. We're gonna get introduced to a lot of characters. Like, we're gonna get introduced to the 4 Sephira that are at the top. We've already met Malkuth. We've already met Yazad. We saw Netsack. Oh, I see what it sounded like now. I just figured it out. I don't know how to pronounce his name any other way. So, yeah. And then we've met Hod a little bit. So, those are going to be the 4 initial characters. And Angela, of course. There's going to be more characters getting introduced as we go as well. Because there are more characters. Spoiler. It's not just 5 characters in the entire game. Yeah. I heard it this time. I heard what I said. So we'll be continuing this on Sunday, and then I'll see what days next week I'll be able to stream as well. Um, because I want to get back into streaming. It's very fun, and I do love this game. And it's worth noting that when I played it myself, I didn't pay attention super much to the story because I already knew some of the story already. And so I think it'll be a lot more fun for me to actually get to experience all the story with everyone, like all the dialogue, and not just like the compilations I've gotten through watching other people play. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And we didn't see a lot of it now, but I might also have to put in some content warnings for future streams because the game does deal with a lot of dark themes and heavy stuff. But hopefully, by the time we get to that, uh, I'll probably put some warnings in there just to make sure everyone's comfortable with what they're watching. But for now, we will be uh, we will be heading on out. It is 12:15 a.m. for me currently, and I know that Bam needs to go to sleep. Emmy has probably gone to sleep, and yeah, uh, I hadn't planned on streaming today, but I got home earlier, so that was nice. So that's why we kind of had an abrupt stream. But I will see everyone again Sunday, and oh, well, Emmy, then you can find that clip. And I would also like to advertise that my girlfriend is streaming tomorrow evening, starting close to the same time I started, I believe. So you should totally watch her stream tomorrow. But for now, I wish you all good night and thank you for stopping by. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream and I hope to see y'all later. Bye.